All right, my next guest is going to address this survey that shows people are quite stressed out about the cost of dating. And I thought this was great. This is Jennifer Styers. She is from the Lovability Show and also has the Lovey app, a matchmaking app. But Jennifer, I want to start with the statistic here from the survey that I just love. The number of adults, or the percentage of adults who are nervous about how much their first date is going to cost, 69%. Welcome to the James Show, by the way. That's your intro.
I love it. That's great. Yeah, that it is a high number, and who can blame them? I mean, the cost of living right now is high, and the way these people are using dating apps and going on all these dates, I mean, that could be expensive if you're going on 2 or 3 dates a week. The average date is what, 7. It's different for every age group, but millennials, it's like $72 a date. I mean, that's hefty, right?
That's an investment. That's a potential investment. And just like a stock, they don't all work out. You don't get a return on all your investment. So this may be money that gets flushed down the loo. But I thought it was funny when you broke it down by generation, the generation that spends the least on their first date, baby boomers. Baby boomers, yeah. You don't think about them going on a whole lot of first dates as they're, on their way to Luby's or the Villages or whatever. But they are out there. There's plenty of them.
Actually, it's a great demographic for dating, believe it or not. There's a lot that, have lost spouses or they're divorced now, and they are taking up a great majority of our dating market. So it's Gen Z is the biggest. So it's definitely just more expensive to get out there and date. That's why people need to be smarter. They need to be thinking ahead and getting to know people a little bit more before they go on a date, before they say yes, because people filter their pictures. They're not who they say they are. And I think the biggest disappointment for so many of these people that do this online dating thing is that particular piece. Is they show up and then they have to go to a date and spend all this money on somebody that they don't even or aren't even remotely interested in. And so you got to do your homework first.
Well, I have Michael over here commenting on the YouTube channel, and he says, take her to Whataburger or Jersey Mike's. And while that's funny, ha ha ha, we all thought about that. But is there a risk, Jennifer Styers, if you go cheap on a date, that would be a turnoff to your potential mate?
It is definitely a turnoff. Actually, they quoted some statistic in that article about the fact that people thought and perceived a date as more successful the more money that was spent on it. But I'm hearing this. So I've been a dating coach for a long, long time. And what I hear from people, men and women, is they love meeting by coffee. Like a drink or coffee is like a suitable date for so many people. And I'm a matchmaker. I would never let somebody do that. It's like you need time.
Wait, I think okay, let me throw you my explanation and then you can tell me why I'm wrong. The guy likes it because it's cheap and he doesn't have to put out a whole bunch of money if it doesn't work out. The girl likes it because she can exit at any time. She doesn't have to wait for the meal. She doesn't have to wait for the check. She doesn't have, if it starts off bad, she can be out of there in 10, 15 minutes, where you can't really do that if it's a dinner date. What's wrong with that?
Well, so here's what's wrong with that is the fact that so many people, I mean, they're using looks alone, to judge somebody. And if people sat down with somebody and actually got to know them, if they had a lot of commonalities together, initial attraction has very little to do with the likelihood of something working. So you need time to at least get to know somebody. I can't say that the process of online dating is putting people like that together that are matched like that. So I don't necessarily think that's the case. But if somebody set you up or it's a matchmaker or whatever, I always encourage people, you do a dinner, you do an hour to 2 hours and get to know that person, because you never know where chemistry is going to happen. True. Most of my marriages are people that they always tell me, I wouldn't have chosen that person for myself. When somebody leaves a date and tells me that, I'm like, yes, they're going on a second date. They wouldn't have chose them. I'm on the right track.
Wow, look at that.
Those are my people that are married. Yeah.
All right, real quick. We got 30 seconds. Tell me about the Lovability Show and the Lovey app.
Well, Lovability Show is my podcast. Been doing it for years. We talk about dating and educate people. The Lovey app's brand new. We just launched in Dallas, just finished our beta launch. We're taking everybody in. It's a matchmaking app, curated matches. We use science and psychology to do the matches. You'll already have commonalities with them. It's a great app, and it's worth investing in a dinner for that.
Well, is it a good place to meet a potential mate if you go to, I don't know, say like a remote broadcast for a radio show on, I don't know, say Thursday by the Rangers opening day?
Oh my God, it sounds so much fun. Yes.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Jennifer Styers from the Lovability Show and the Lovey app. Dude, my single friends, they have the best/worst stories of their dating experience. And I'm in my 40s, so my friends are 40s, 50s, a lot of 30s. And boy, I do not envy your position. So anything you can do to get a leg up, take it.